Located on 225 acres in Garden City, Long Island, Nassau Community College, a member of the State University of New York system, has close to 20,000 students attend the school each year. The college mascot is Leo the Lion, and these are his stories of the school's absolute best and brightest who have graduated over the past 50-plus years. So let's catch up together as the Alumni Association of Nassau Community College proudly presents Lion Tales on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Welcome to Lion Tales, powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation. My name is Aurora Workman. I am president of the Alumni Association. I'm here with my friend and co-host, Dr. Lynnda Nadien, a proud graduate of Nassau Community College, and together we'll share stories that will inspire, uplift, and often amuse you.
Each week, Aurora and I will introduce you to alumni interested in sharing their experience here at the college and the secrets to their success.
We are looking forward to many exciting opportunities for our students and alumni this year. So be sure to check out our website. We are looking for the face of Nassau Community College. So if you are that alum, please go on our Facebook webpage and sign up. Say, I am the face of Nassau Community College Alumni Association.
Look for many new and exciting events on the Alumni Association's social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and our web pages at ncc.edu/alumni. And if you, our listening audience, has any positive news you would like to share about Nassau Community College, engagements, births, graduations, weddings, and or accolades, email us at alumni@nassaucommunitycollege.edu and we will highlight your accomplishments.
Well, today's guest is Ginelle Sinclair, class of 2018. Ginelle graduated with her associates in liberal arts and is currently enrolled here for her second degree in business administration. Her main goal is to finish the nursing program and continue her studies to become a pediatrician with her own practice. She is also a business owner and creatively committed to her business success. Welcome to Lion Tales, Ginelle Sinclair, class of 2018.
Hi, good morning. Hello, I'm excited.
Good morning. Now, you know, Ginelle is very dear and near to my heart because as an administrator, as a former administrator at Nassau Community College, she was my student worker. And she was amazing. I think you stayed with me the whole your whole 2 years or a year and a half.
It was the 2 years, and then you left at the beginning of this year.
I left her. She didn't leave me. Okay. So I am so happy to have you here today. And so you're going to start telling us, well, how did you choose to come to Nassau Community College?
It was two things. I actually had enrolled back in 2011 after I had mishaps with going to school in Brooklyn. The commute was a problem for me. And then I had enrolled, but I never started classes. And I had went to a different school. And then while I was with my boyfriend, his grandfather was like, why don't you go to Nassau? You know, it's right there. It's commutable. And I was like, let me go ahead and apply.
Good thinking, Grandpa.
Not knowing that I had already had enrolled myself. I just had to get all the rest of my paperwork finished to get started. And I went with it, and I love it. I'm sad that I have to leave after this week. It's been a cool journey.
Yeah, we're calling you double grad because you will be graduating again. And so what were some of your favorite courses the second time around?
The entrepreneurship class, that's what made me want to actually take the business administration major because I was trying to do that class and they wouldn't let me take it as a liberal arts major. And the academic advisor suggested, why don't I go ahead and try to, sign up and see if I would get approved to take a second degree. I didn't think I was going to get it, but I did. So the entrepreneurship class is what led me to take the degree, but I loved that class. Accounting, didn't think I was going to like it at first, but I love it. And I love the marketing and my business classes. My business per se class for the overall major, I love that class because it's so informative to me.
And then who were some of your most memorable professors, people that were encouraging you?
Professor Gordon, Stephen Gordon. I had Professor Shani Bruno. I'm not sure if she's there anymore, but she was really cool for my African civilization class. I had Deborah Kilmick. She was my communications professor. my anatomy professor, Dr. Bruce Burns. I had a lot, but those were like the ones that when I was taking my classes, they really pushed me out of my element to be better because they said they saw something in me. So it made me want to go harder and help more people along the way through trial and error.
Yeah. So the first degree is liberal arts, and the second degree is business administration.
Yes, the first degree is liberal arts because I needed the prereqs to do the nursing program, and then the second degree is business administration because that was always my minor. My major is nursing and my minor is business. So I figured why not get it out the way while I was waiting to, get into the nursing program. So I didn't want to be stagnant and not be in school, so I did that in the meantime.
And that's a good way to sit there and spend time, if you can, go back to school. I mean, other people sit there and find other ways, but Ginelle is exceptional. She's like, what can I do? I think I'll get another degree, and that's
very smart.
And that's
that
very
way.
smart, and she amazes me. Now, a lot of our audience don't know some of the benefits of being a student here is also you can work here. If you have financial aid, you get federal work study. So tell them about that process.
And that's a funny story because I remember when I first started going to school, I actually didn't want to be a federal work study. I just wanted to come to school because I had a job. And after, trial and error of, realizing that commuting to school while having to work was a hassle, I said, you know what, let me give it a try. And I signed up for it the fall. Well, I signed up in the spring of 2017, but I didn't start working with Miss Workman until the fall of 2017. And it's been great. It's been times where it's not that busy on campus, and I'm able to, to do my homework because there's downtime. If there's a question or something I need to figure out, I don't have to worry about commuting to the campus to get it figured out or get the help. I'm already on campus, so I could just, take a break and tell Miss Workman, I have to go look into something. She'd be like, okay, no problem. Or if it was slow at the moment and she ran out, I would run out too, get my work done. So it has its perks. And because of working with her, I've met so many great people on campus. I've been invited to so many different functions, was experienced to, so many different things. So I say for anybody that wants to take it, do it because it helps. Don't look at it like, okay, well, I have to come to work every day and be on campus. Look at it like it's going to benefit you in the long run. That's how I look at it.
Exactly, and it's a new learning experience. So as you're getting your studies done, you're also getting a new learning experience in the world of employment.
Yeah, that networking on campus where you're meeting so many new people as well, and that helps you to sort of diversify your options a little bit when you meet people, and then they can sort of lead you to extra work that you may never have thought about, which is really amazing too for the students.
Yes, you're listening to Lion Tales on the Voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I am Aurora Workman, along with Dr. Lynnda Nadien, and our guest today is Ginelle Sinclair, student, business person, creative designer. She's studying to be a nurse and then a doctor of pediatrics.
Yeah.
So you have so much. One of the things is because you didn't use you use your time with so much, And I was like, and Ginelle is not a traditional student, where she came right from high school here. So tell them about that and that transition, Ginelle.
So as I was explaining briefly before, I used to go to Mega Evers in Brooklyn, and I used to commute from Queens, and then I would leave work and go straight to school. And that wasn't working for me for a while, so I ended up, having to take a hiatus, figuring out, if I really wanted to go to that school, if I wanted to go back to school. And I was working for a while. I did other courses where I picked up certifications along the way to make more money. And I kept saying to myself, I want to go back to school. I want to go back to school, but I wanted to make sure I was ready because I felt like coming from high school straight after, going to college straight after high school at 17, I wasn't really ready for it. I was still young. So, I took some time to grow and I took some time to decide, my career path and refocus on what I wanted to do. And when I enrolled, I knew my goal was to try to get, as many degrees as I can within a certain time frame, which I did, try to get a better work schedule so that way I wouldn't be stretching myself thin because I realized that was the problem. I was working more than I was actually going to school and, retaining the work. So I said, I can't keep doing that. So that's what made me want to do the work study program. And then, like I said, I started working with Workman, which was a very great experience. And the transition was nice because, like I said, it was a lot of things that I wasn't used to with working on campus. And she helped me along with it. And, she showed me the ropes, and I learned how to do other things that I thought I knew how to do. And I got more experience. And then I was able to show her a lot of things I was experiencing and what I knew that she wasn't used to. So it was a great learning experience for me overall coming back to Nassau. And now I'm getting ready to transfer out and, start the nursing program at Queensboro in the spring. And I feel like I'm well versed to be able to work on that campus because they've offered work study too. So I feel like doing everything that I did helped me for this next step in the journey that I'm taking. So I'm excited.
Wonderful. So now you get into the business world of, in between your studies, you decide to become an entrepreneur. Now, did that come out of your of you coming into the business administration classes? Is that gave you the confidence to go ahead and become your own person?
I knew for a while I actually wanted to be an entrepreneur. I just wasn't sure, what I wanted to do because I can do so many different things. Like we've talked about, I could cook, I can clean, I could sew, I could decorate. I could do so many different things. And I was like, but what do I really want to focus on if I started if I became an entrepreneur right now? What would I really want to do? And I was like, I don't want to do anything else but sew. So I took some time, like I said, with the business classes, we had to come up with a project to promote a business. And I was like, why not take what I actually want to do and make it a project? And that's what I did for my marketing class. And I had to pitch it in front of my classmates. It was like a 5-minute, assignment. And I had to pitch it in front of my classmates and, give them my analysis, give them my mission statement, my business plan, give them all that stuff. And I took the time to come up with it. And my professor loved it. My classmates loved it. And they were like, to ask me if that was my real business plan for my business that I came up with. And I said, yes. And she said, you got the feedback. I love it. And she worked along me. And she said, go ahead and try it now. And I still took some time because that was back in May. And I still took some time to get into it because I wanted to know what people want to buy, what they want to shop for, what are they exactly looking for. I took the time to get back feedback. And then in August 5th is when I actually started the business.
And tell us, what is it that you sell? What is it?
I do, at the moment, I have women's clothing. I have mommy and me. I have daddy and me. I have plus size clothing and women's shoes. After the new year, I will be expanding to men's clothing and accessories and like lashes and stuff. So it'd be like 2 different websites, but it'd be under the one umbrella. So I want to separate it. I want to have the mommy and me, daddy and me as a separate website, and then I want to have the rest of the stuff as one website.
What's an example of the mommy and me?
So we have like matching hats, matching T-shirts, matching dresses, skirts, scarves, stuff like that. Stuff that you would put together a whole outfit. So if you wanted something per se to wear and you were like, I don't know where I'm going to get it from to match with my daughter, I would be able to provide that because I have the exact matching outfit. So if the mother has it on, the daughter has it on. Same thing with the father. If he has on an outfit that he wants the shirt or that he wants the son or the daughter to wear, it would be matching in that category. Once you click on it, you will see all the stuff that we have. Like I said, I'll be adding more stuff after the new year because I'm just like trying to get rid of inventory at this point before we start the new year. But once we do, I'll incorporate so much more because I've gotten a lot of feedback on what people are looking for as, the seasons change, as it's getting colder outside. So I'm excited for even that because even that is interesting to me to, go through inventory. Before, like I was telling Ms. Workman, I didn't understand all of these things she used to show me when she used to show me like, inventory papers and balance sheets, all that stuff. And she'd tell you, I used to be so amazed as I was learning stuff from both degrees. I would be sitting there like, I know what that means now. And she would just start laughing. Like, I would just have an aha moment. So for me, learning is always fun when I get to see it come full circle for me. And I'm like, I get it now. Yeah. I love that part.
You are listening to Lion Tales. Today's guest, Ginelle Sinclair, is a business owner, student, a president, and CEO of her own company and has so many interesting pursuits in life.
Part-time job, full-time hustle, all-time Shiro to all of us. You nurture, we listen. You teach, we thrive. You lift our spirits, but we've got to lay down the truth. It's time for you, our Shiro, to stretch for the stars. Start saving more for retirement now so you can feel prepared and live your life to the fullest. Get free tips to help boost your retirement savings now at aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
A message brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Lion Tales, powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation, on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm your host, Dr. Lynnda Nadien, along with Aurora Workman, and our guest today is Ginelle Sinclair, student and business owner, entrepreneur, and designer. So tell us a little bit about making clothes. We're looking on the Instagram pages, and we see some really amazing boots with like fur lined inside, but like faux fur, and boots and some of the coats and jackets. So it really looks like really beautiful outfits and accessories here.
So the aspect of the business, there's two different aspects. So there's the online boutique where everything, like I said, is going to be handmade. So that's why it takes, a little time. Some of the stuff is on the spot that I'll do, and then some of it I get through, specific vendors for what I'm looking for. And once I place the order, it's handmade and then sent to me, and then I send it out. And then I actually have the other half of it where you tell me what you want. Let's say you're looking for a specific look, but you can't get it in your size. You know that if for some reason you order it, it could not come how you want it to fit. You tell me, it'll be, drawn up, sketched up, whatever to your liking, measurements to be taken, and then, like I said, it'll be designed, it'll be sewn, and it'll be customized to your liking. So whether that you want to add details, sequins, stones, whatever it is that you want, it can be done. If you want to match an outfit, I've done little birthday outfits for little girls so far. I've done little cute little outfits for me. But like I said, people more so like to buy stuff. That's why I have the online part of it. People like to buy stuff and then see how it fits and then customize it. So it's like a 2-in-1. You can either just buy it and go, or you can come and get it customized and say, I want to add this element, that element, I want to take this away, maybe make it a little tighter. So I try to do a 2-in-1 because most businesses don't do that. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. You just have to figure it out on your own.
Right.
So I wanted to bring that in too, where it's like, if it doesn't fit you, you have the choice to get it altered. You have the choice to get it customized if you want that aspect. So I figured, why not try something new?
And so then, tell us about now you're collaborating in a pretty highly competitive business market, and what are some of the goals in that respect in terms of the accessories and the clothing?
I think some of the goals for me is, so far, like I said, it's only been the 5th of this month, made it 4 months since I actually launched the business. And for me, I came into this practical. I know it's going to be, slow to start. I know that people are going to, with online shopping, I do it too. You put stuff in your cart, you say you're going to buy it, you don't buy it, and you leave it, and you come. So I know how people shop, so I know it's me taking a risk, but I also know that I have great product, and it speaks for itself, and I've got a lot of feedback on it. People have shopped, they've bought stuff, and they said that they love the quality. They love, that I stay in contact with them to let them know what's going on. And sometimes they don't mind waiting because they know that they'll get what they're actually looking for. A lot of people say that they can't find certain things that they've been looking for a long time, and they were able to just come on my website and just browse through it and find what they were looking for and easily order it and keep it going. I try to have great sales. So, like, with me turning 28 soon, I plan to have a sale regarding that where people will be able to, shop for a period of time using that 28% off code, and they'll be able to shop and, have that to buy whatever they want. So I try to offer great sales. I don't look at what other people are doing because I feel like that would stagnate and stop me from my vision of what I'm learning and growing and incorporating every day. So I just look at what I'm doing. I say, okay, maybe if people don't like this, I'll try something else. But I don't really compare myself to others because we're all doing this. A lot of us all doing the same thing. So I can't look at what the next person's doing because what they're doing obviously may not work for me. So I do what works for me.
And so now you have another commitment to become a nurse, and then following that path to becoming a medical doctor and specializing in pediatrics. So
that's my own practice.
Yeah. What does that look like as far as this path now that you're finishing the business degree and you're moving to the next step at Queensborough?
I think it looks a little crazy to most people, but I'm always up for a challenge. Like I said, I also wanted to do the business while I was, in school, and I'm learning everything and it's fresh. because I wanted to, by the time I actually, graduate with my bachelor's in nursing, because I have my associates first, that by the time I graduate with my bachelor's and I'm on the way to med school, that I have an idea of how, I would like my practice to be run, how I would like certain things to go. I have an understanding of certain things. So I didn't want to just, go into this just like without knowing a lot. And that's how I like to do a lot of stuff. If I'm going to, like me becoming a nurse, I became a CNA. So that way I could get like a stepping stone understanding of how it works in the hospital, how things go. You get to see a lot of stuff. You get to learn a lot of stuff. So with me, when I'm going to school, I try to find, jobs that are like what I'm trying to do, so that way I can gain the understanding, I can gain the knowledge, and I can use that in what I'm doing. So I think I'm pretty much up for the challenge. I've been waiting for this. You can ask Ms. Workman. I've been speaking this into existence. I kept saying for a long time, when I transfer out, I'm going to go to Queensboro, get my associates, so that way I can work while I'm doing my bachelor's.
Yeah. Do you believe in... I was just talking to someone about this the other day, about visualizing your goals, that, the rap singer Drake said that in his mind he was always visualizing what he wanted to become or what he would become, and almost framing it out in pictures in his mind. And I'm wondering what you think about that.
I say it's good to do that. I do it too. Like, I'll sit down sometimes and, like, even before this radio show, like, I'm a very visual person. I visualize my conversation and different things I would say and how it could go from how it couldn't go in my mind. That's just me. Like, if you tell me something and you're telling me a story, I could visualize it because I'm that much visual. So if you tell me you like this and you would like to see yourself in a certain outfit, I'll visualize it while you're telling it to me, and I could just draw it out from my mind on how you would like it to look, or what you were thinking about, or if you're talking about something, I could start typing it up and create a whole like little story off of what you're saying just from what you gave me, but it'll just flow a little different because of the words that I'm using. So I think it's good. I think it's good to visualize and also, write it out. Like, if you don't want to use pen and paper, you do notes in your phone, because like even with planning my event, a lot of times I didn't want to write it out because I didn't want to carry the book with me, but I have the notes app in my phone, so I would just put notes in there, and I would do like to-do lists. And as I would do stuff, I would check it off or cross it out, and then, make another list for other things I was doing. And as I was going, I would keep doing that, and that's what helped me stay in line with everything that I was doing, even with career-wise. I'd make a list, write down everything that I want to do long-term, short-term, and then cross it out as time will go on. And I feel it works.
Thank you. You're listening to Lion Tales on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. My name is Aurora Workman, along with Dr. Lynnda Nadien, and our guest today is Ginelle Sinclair, student, businesswoman, and entrepreneur. So you were giving tips on, making, as they say, write the vision and making it plain, so that, and that's, and people don't understand that goes back to the biblical days where people said, you write it down so you could, and I always sit there and say, like I always say, my children were the manifestation of prayers. I had them very late, I only prayed when one. And I'm so happy for the other two. Thank you. But it was after, manifestation of, even I guess when people would see how I acted with my little pooch and stuff, it's like, you will make a good mother.
You're very hands-on with them. I give you that. You're into everything with them, even with your crazy schedule. You don't miss out on anything.
Yes, I mean, and it's a challenge, but we try to sit there and keep up. I don't want you to ever burn yourself out. I always tell you that. So I'm glad that when you do,
look who's talking.
But I'm glad that when you do visualize and you do write down your plan, it makes it easier for you to navigate your own path. And a lot of times people don't understand that. Sometimes they don't know which way to go because they haven't sat and taken the time to sit and map it out, and so that's a really good thing for all students and our listening audience.
I do agree because I've been doing it since I was little. Like, it goes back to when I used to ask my mother for help with homework, and we used to have like the encyclopedia sets, and that's when the computers first came out. And my mother would be like, no, go look it up in the encyclopedia, go check the computer if you can't find it, and then if you can't find it, come back to me and I'll tell you, and you'll have to write it down for your learning for later on. And I started doing that. Like, if I did something wrong, my mother wouldn't always punish me. She'd be like, go write it out, write a good list, write a bad list, and come back and tell me. Like, she'd do the pros and the cons. So a lot of stuff came from me just being visual. Like, I'm very poetic too. I know I can write papers last minute and it flows. I can write like things like that just flow for me. I feel like in the artistic sense, I'm more visual and I can write and draw more. I'm not more of a singer, but I do know how to dance. A lot of stuff came from my mother putting me in after-school programs that made me artistic. Like, I did a lot of dance, I modeled, I did stuff like that, and it made me want to, do sewing. So as I got older, I just had to get back in tune with that. And I think, like I said, that's where my whole business aspect came from, because I really do like to see outfits come together in colors and flows and different things. So for me, it's interesting. So
how can our listeners contact you?
They can follow me on Facebook or Instagram at BenFancy_Customs Designs. That's BEENFANCY _Custom Design CUSTOMDEIDESINGS on Facebook or Instagram, and they can contact me. And then the website to shop is on both accounts. So once they go on the page, they can just click on it. They can shop. They can like, subscribe, follow. There's always going to be sales going on, and if you follow the pages, you'll get the first. You'll be able to see the sales first. On Wednesdays, I usually have like a weekly promotion that's only available through my Facebook and Instagram stories, so you have to pay attention for that. And like little things like that. I try to do little cute things to keep them engaged and want to make people shop, to give away stuff. So I try.
Yeah. Well, you're certainly doing it, and I, for one, am proud of you, and I know your mother is beaming.
Yeah, she was smiling at the event. She couldn't stop smiling. She was so happy.
Well,
she was so happy.
Well, we'd like to thank our guest, Ginelle Sinclair, class of 2018, and
a double grad.
2019.
Yeah, we want to thank you for being with us. My name is Dr. Lynnda Nadien, along with my fabulous friend, Aurora Workman, president of the Nassau Community College Alumni Association. Visit nassaucommunitycollege.edu/WHPC for more information. Available as a podcast on iTunes, Android Podcasts, and Spreaker. Lion Tales is powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. We'll talk to you next week.
The views expressed on air are not necessarily those of WHPC, its management, or Nassau Community College. Responsible opposing viewpoints will be considered by emailing them to whpc@ncc.edu or by mail at WHPC 1 Education Drive, Garden City, New York 11530. Thanks for listening to the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
This show was brought to you by the podcast, The Jacob Volk Show.
Hello, New York! It's your old pal, Jacob Volk, and I'm back, ready to give my very strong opinions on the world of sports. The Jacob Volk Show is a podcast that's posted every weekday afternoon, where I break down the latest and greatest in sports in my own unique way. And every Monday, I post special episodes that revolve around one of my favorite teams, the Yankees, Islanders, Jets, and Nets. There are also sporadic episodes that are entirely dedicated to very important sports topics. Find out more by following me on Twitter at RealJacobVolk. More information is available by searching for The Jacob Volk Show wherever you listen to podcasts.